my sister's no longer invited to Charlotte's christening if and when we ever do that. I was thinking of taking the high road and just inviting her, but it's off the table now.
What happened now? You know, we can't keep fighting with family. We have to make an effort to get along with people.
My mom and Gina have a group chat that's pretty much been dormant ever since me and Gina stopped talking. Me and my mom still talk in it every now and then, but Gina stopped. So I don't know how this happened, but I woke up to a text today of Gina talking trash to me, and obviously she put it in the wrong group chat. I guess she has a group chat with my mom and mixed them up somehow.
You know how I get when people talk bad about you. Okay, I can't control my temper. So maybe it's best you just don't tell me what she said.
Alright, I know. I'm just telling you why I don't want to invite her. That's all. Don't be surprised that she's not invited.
Actually, I need to know. What did she say?
No, I don't want to upset you. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you she's not invited. Let's leave it at that. I don't want to talk about it.
I promise. Look, I'm a big boy. I just want to know what your sister's talking about you. Like, nowadays, I don't know what anyone could complain about you. You know what I mean? You're not bothering anyone. You're living your own life. What's there to talk trash about?
Brian, what she said, it involved you. So that makes it even worse, to where I don't want to upset you. I also don't want you to look at her differently down the line because of something she said.
Of course it involved me. It always involves me. What did she say, Miranda? Just tell me.
Fine. She wrote, all her baby daddies have been arrested at some point, and she doesn't want her, me, and her deadbeat baby daddy at my engagement party. So all my baby daddies have been arrested. That's the dig at me.
That's real nice. You know, I got arrested for defending you, but who cares? There's no way that she put that in a group chat by accident.
You're probably right. I don't put it past her, but are you okay after hearing that? I don't want to upset you.
It's alright. You know I've been called worse. I'm just glad that it wasn't something worse towards you. I'm sorry that I've been arrested, and I'm sorry that your family has that to use against me.
Well, I'm sorry that I bring shame to your family, you know, being divorced and having a baby out of wedlock. I know those things don't mean anything to me, but I know how your family sees it, and I'm sorry that you have to be with me over that.
Look, I respect my family, but I could give a rat's ass what they think about me or you. Alright, it's none of their business what life you've had before me, and look, I respect their religious beliefs, and you know, I share some of them with them, but I don't care what they think. But the most important thing right now is that there was drama, and look at us. We're not fighting for once. We're not arguing about something. We actually handled it like a loving couple.
You're right. We didn't go at each other's throats or storm out or leave. That's good. I don't understand why families have to be so toxic. It's like they become a million times more toxic when you meet someone you actually love. Like, my family was fine when I was with a deadbeat, but now I'm with you and suddenly, I don't know.
Well, that's why I pretty much only have you and my friend Victor, our friend Victor. You know, that's why I distanced myself from my family, because I don't need the toxicity. It's just easier to choose the person you love over the people who want to condemn that person. You know what I mean?
I don't know if this is a naive thought, and I don't know if, like, some of my fans feel the same way, but I thought that when I had a baby, it would bring the family closer. Like, I thought that all the walls would be down, and I'd be staying over at my mom's, you know, she'd be taking care of the baby. My sister would be over all the time, and none of it.
Look, we're gonna have to see family for Thanksgiving, for the christening, and not all family is bad, alright? Don't mistake me being angry at what your sister said for me hating your sister, because I don't. dislike your mom for how she mistrusted me. I love your family, and I'll always support them. Will it be hard when they say things like that? Yeah. But I don't think we need to hate anyone. The second we hate people, we're just as bad as them.
Look, aside from your uncle, who called me the name, I don't really think your family could ever be as bad as my former in-laws. And, I feel like I can handle anything after them. Do you know what I mean? They were the most ridiculous, crime-committing people I have ever met. And anyone compared to them, whether they call me a name or not, is a walk in a park.
We'll talk about the christening stuff another day. I don't want to talk about my family right now, but I do want to know, how are you going to navigate that group chat thing? Like, are you going to respond to her? How are you handling that?
It's nothing to do. She said what she said. I saw it. She knows I saw it. I don't really... It's my sister.
I know you saw what I put in the group chat.
Gina, I really don't want to do this. Okay, how about we just leave it at this? When there are things that we need to invite each other to, we just don't invite each other to. We don't talk, and that's it.
Look, I don't have a problem with you being at my engagement party. I just didn't send an invite because I didn't think you would go. But also, I'm pissed off because I don't want Mom to spend Thanksgiving in Serafina Town with you. Like, why should we all have to travel 6 hours away to have Thanksgiving?
I really don't want to talk about any of this. And again, for Thanksgiving, I don't even know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. So, Mom can go with you. I don't care. I'm good with Thanksgiving just being me and Brian.
Mom's such a pain in the ass telling me to make an effort with you, but you clearly don't care. Like, this is why I don't reach out, because you don't care.
I made attempts to fix things. I left voicemails. I apologized. You ignored all of it. So I'm not chasing after you. I made efforts. I'm done. I'm living my life. I have a newborn baby right now.
Because I can tell everything you do is fake. Like, you genuinely don't care. If you cared, you wouldn't have moved 6 hours away to where, no one gets to see Junior now. Like, Mom has to go live with you or move close to you and then leave me behind. And how am I supposed to see my nephew? You think I would have drive 6 hours to see him? You don't think about anyone else when you make your moves.
Gina, for years I was a people pleaser and I put myself second. I finally moved away and started a good life. I'm not going to feel bad about that, okay? I'm doing what's best for my family. It's not always about you, Gina.
I don't take back what I said, especially because you prioritize your life around criminals. I don't take back saying that because all your baby daddies were in jail and these are the men that you move for. These are the men that you go to bat for.
Don't make it seem like Mom only favors me, because she never stops talking about how I need to reconcile things with you. She's throwing you an engagement party. She's giving me grief about you not being there for Thanksgiving. All she talks about is you.
I know you work, Miranda, and you're a working mom and you were a good single mom, but outside of that, you let men control your life.
Goodbye, Gina.
Look, man, whatever this is, it's pointless. I don't want to talk to you. Frankly, look, I know my mom wouldn't like me saying this to you, but I don't like you, okay? We have nothing in common. I don't like you from my mom. I don't like you in my life. I just don't like you. And you close your mouth for just a minute and listen to what I have to say. There's a reason I wanted to meet you in a house, away from the public. Look, I'm listening. We're here, right? So what is it? What? You hear about it all the time. These celebrities who get their hands on things they shouldn't have because of people that enable them or get it to them. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, for example, his doctor. Too much. Leave it at that, right? What am I getting at with this? You know your grandmother had a conservatorship over your mother, right? And your mother just took a little too much of her medication. So now, you're the first to know what's about to go down. Your grandmother's going away.
for enabling and negligence. Now, is she actually at fault? That's what it looks like. Because, you know, karma's bad, especially when you mess with me. So I don't know when she's gonna get arrested. But she's going away. Okay, she put your mom in the hospital. At least in my book, at least in the feds' books. My mother-in-law took too much of her medication. And all I'm hearing from you right now is that you're the reason for that. That your little scheme to get back at my grandmother put my mother in the hospital. That's what I'm hearing, right? Your mom's gonna eventually be fine. You know, whoever's orchestrating this grand plan made sure of it. Your grandmother, though, she already had people watching her. You know, you don't get to be a mafia boss without finally paying the price one day. They just never had that thing. That one thing. Well, they also never had me. I should punch you in the face, but I don't need more trouble. Why'd you do this? Well, what was the reason for this? Do you even have to ask that? How about the conservatorship? Unnecessary conservatorship over your mother? All the power that she had? She doesn't need to be in our lives. She ran the family way too long. Bro, you don't get my grandmother. She's downright supernatural. The woman is in her 70s and she's eating cake every night after her dinner and she's fine. You know, you could put her in Guantanamo Bay. You could put her in the place where they lock up the Stranger Things monsters. She's still gonna run the family. There's no defeating her. I thought about that. But there's one prison in Serafina Town. And that's where she's gonna be booked. That's where everything's gonna happen for her. I'm sure of it. One prison in Serafina Town, and in that prison, you have a very crazy girlfriend, right? Crazy girlfriend who never liked her, right? That's what you plan. I understand you locking my grandmother up, getting your revenge, fine, but to think that my ex-girlfriend would do anything, come close to her like that, she wants to get out of jail for her credit card fraud crap. She's not willing to... And now she wouldn't do something like that. But if she thought that Nanny Agatha had something to do with her mom hitting the dirt, then maybe she'll have an extra incentive to do something to the old bat. Her mother, just like mine right now, OD'd. That was her doing. There was no foul play there. Her mother's blood was in your mother's trunk. There was foul play there. Are you saying my mom did that to Melissa's mom? Is that what you're telling me right now? The car itself was registered to your grandmother. I guess you know more about my mother than I do. So can you be straight with me here? Did my mother kill... Shut up for a second. Aren't you tired of your grandmother running this family? When does she get what she deserves? When is enough enough? Every mafia boss faces the crimes they've committed, and no matter how many people want to put her on a pedestal and make her out to be a hero, she's not. Maybe a year ago I'd care, but why should I care? I'm not really part of this family. Don't talk to my sister. My mom treats me like garbage. Nanny Agatha hates me. I'm giving up custody. Why should I care? Well, if you don't care, then stay out of our way, okay? Because when you give up your custody of Junior, your mother's next in line. And she will fight for it if she needs to. Especially with Nanny Agatha out of the picture. And just know, after what happened with your mother, they're not gonna let her on those meds again. So she'll be off her meds. Your grandmother will be locked up. And everything will be good. So stay out of our way. Okay, I know it's early, it's weeks away, but I'm just letting you know now, I don't want to do family Thanksgiving. I want to keep it low-key with me and Brian. You're welcome to join us, but I'm not inviting Gina. Miranda, whatever argument that you're having, all the drama aside, right? She's still your sister. Oh, the way she spoke to me, the way that she tries to cause problems, clearly all she wants to do is fight. All she wants to do is get her way, or I don't know what her agenda is, but I don't need it. I'm happy. And I don't need anyone entering my orbit and not making me happy. I'm done with that. Life is way too short. It really is. And I didn't hear the phone call. But there's also two sides to every story. Okay, well, I don't really have time to listen to you defend Gina right now. I'm just trying to keep my peace. You know, Miranda, please don't take this the wrong way, but I really thought that having a second baby, a daughter, would have humbled you a little bit. You make it so hard for me to not get upset. You saw what she put in the group chat. She's the one antagonizing me and instigating me. I'm minding my own business, okay? I know I just said she's your sister, but can you also realize she's your little sister? It's supposed to be setting an example for her. I hate when you say that because she's my little sister. And I try to like be an example for her, but she doesn't want the example. Plus, she's a grown woman getting married. Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to go to your Thanksgiving if Gina's not allowed there. You understand why, right? No, I expected you to say that, and it's completely fine. Okay. Wasn't that nice? Charlotte's first Thanksgiving, I'm not going to be there now. Now, I'm not going to see either of my grandchildren now. Mom, for years, one of the biggest problems in my life were my in-laws. And Joey never stood up to them for me. Well, my sister said something nasty about my baby's father, and I'm sticking up for Brian. I really don't know how my family became so toxic overnight.
Well, thank you for defending me. It means a lot to me.
You're the father of my baby. And I've always let people get in between things, and I've never stood my ground for certain things. And if there's anything to stand my ground for, it's my kids and you.
You ever think that maybe going through a divorce, having a custody agreement has a silver lining? It made you stronger. You know, it made you see things clearly.
I know that life is not going to be perfect, and I know that I'll always have conflict, but I want to do my best to just be happy and enjoy, like, whatever we have. And Charlotte's not going to be a baby forever. Junior's not going to be a toddler forever, and I don't want to spend these moments paying attention to custody agreements, bitchy sisters, and whatever else. I want to take in every minute that my toddler breathes, and I want to watch my daughter grow up. And I waste so much time as if my life is Jerry Springer, you know, like...
Well, that's why I try to put distance between me and my family, because I agree with you 100%. You're my world, and I don't need that world to get bigger. I don't mean that as like a fat comment, I just mean I don't need more people to make me happy. I have everyone that I need right here.
I know that's how you feel, but just know I'm willing to coexist with them.
And no matter what, I'm willing to coexist with your family. No matter what the drama.
You know, I guess we are stronger.
Alright guys, different mission today. They call her Nanny Agatha. They've been trying to get her for years. They finally have her. She has a lot of power. And look, she's in her 70s. We don't think that she's a threat, but she has security, and that's why we have you. All you're gonna do today is follow orders. You're gonna stand down until we need you. You're gonna let me handle the arrest, and let's all hope and pray that it goes well. File out.
Well, I I guess you're gonna be my only roommate for a while. They should be here any minute.